in a couple comments on my last few videos, people have been asking for up-to-date power rankings, and I'll say that as of right now, I'm not entirely sure that I'm ready to do something like that because all of these scrims are all over the place. It's like every day something new is being GA'd, whether it be a barrel or different type of gun or whatever. It just seems like the rules are so fluid right now, and people are trying to find out what is working best for both, not even each team, but for each role, right? Like with the changes to the Krig, by taking the headshot multiplier for the Krig from 1.4 to 1.2, that basically takes high caliber out of the Krig because it was built in before. So now they're kind of trying to take it out of the SMGs also. And I don't know, things just kind of seem to be at the moment all over the place. So for now, we'll just kind of enjoy all of the scrims and what's happening from week to week. Eventually, once we start to find out about, you know, what the schedule looks like and when the tournaments are, then we'll go through and we'll start talking about where people are at with power rankings, especially when it comes to predicting what'll happen in those initial or that first tournament when it does finally come up. Also, so just real quick, when it came to this scrim against New York, this was the only hardpoint that they've won. They actually stopped playing Crossroads and they put Raid in. I don't know if that's what it's going to be or if it's going to change from there or what, but they played Garrison, they played Checkmate, they played Raid, they played Moscow. They took Crossroads out, which I think kind of stinks because I really enjoy both playing and watching Crossroads because it's so fast. But in terms of the 4 maps that they played overall, this is the only one that they actually came away with a win. A lot of the maps weren't great. They lost like we're talking like 130 to 250 range. So really they weren't even all that close. Raid was close, but we've broken down Raid for like the last 3 days in a row. So I figured I would switch it up. Also, one other thing before we start talking about like the score and rotations and strategy and what's going on with this map. The CDL did actually release their plans for the next season of the CDL in terms of you'll have essentially 3 home series that lead up to a major, and there'll be 5 majors throughout the course of the year. So those 3 home series, I don't think they're tournament based. I think it's basically each team. So all 12 teams are split into 2 groups, and in those groups you basically just play some sort of pool play for that home series. I don't think there's a tournament setting, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty positive there's not. But it made it seem like you'll take 6 teams, put them in one group, 6 teams, put them in another group. They'll kind of play a pool play at the home series, and then how you play during that home series. So over the course of 3 home series, that'll seed you going into the major at the end of those 3 home series, and then there will be 5 majors throughout the end of the year. So I like the fact that it seems like they're taking everybody and putting them in each home series and each tournament. So to me, if you win a major, now it seems like, okay, probably pretty safe to say that's a tournament win because everybody is there. But just wanted to make sure that we were staying up to date on everything that's happening, all the news, notes, and rumors. But right now, so far, this has been a pretty good first set of rotations for Chicago, right? Inside of P1, it was kind of so they didn't have rotations for P2, but they were able to get a lot of time inside of P3. And when it went to P4, they were able to basically max out the time inside of P4, which is why they have about a 60-point advantage, 50-point advantage right here, right now, as we're going into the second set of rotations. So now all you really have to do is just work towards flipping, going back towards this P2 side of the map. It seems like with 2 going down right there, there is somebody floating around the outside of the map. So with that, I think it was Formal that was pushing out the back. I like the fact that Scump's watching this top side of the map, and from here, even if you give up this last 35 seconds inside of P1, really not a big deal. All you got to do is just watch the push through this lobby area that Scump's looking at and get time inside of P2, and you should be well on your way towards earning a victory on this map. So best thing about scrims, we've kind of understood like what's happening with rotations, and we've covered this map probably 9 or 10 times now. So let's go ahead. Let's listen in to what's going on with Chicago's team comms. I'll still pop back in, and I'll make sure that we're talking about what is happening and what's going right and what's going wrong and all that good stuff, such as when SCUMP got pushed out mid there, he spawned over towards P4. So they're in trouble of losing potential rotations here if they don't get back to the back. We'll see what ends up happening. But with that, let's go ahead. Let's listen in as we're about to rotate from P2 to P3 on the second set of rotations.
He's time. Tree max, dead.
Nice, good job. Front. Hold middle.
Yeah, I'm holding mid.
Those are big ones right there. So they just won those. Now they have control of P2, and
they're all front.
at this point, you can just start to push out a little bit.
Might be weak.
He's flash front. He's
in
gonna
the
be
middle. I just try to kill when he flags on.
I think they rotated, boys.
Yeah,
They left.
They're just playing.
I'm going left street. I'm going left street right now.
All the time, you're chilling.
Check your credits here, middle.
Wait, anyone have street?
Back street, back pillars.
I do. I have streaks.
You do? Alright,
go front,
let's make it then. Let's go front.
Yeah,
then.
one's front to time right now.
One was
Keep in
pillars.
mind, they're gonna play fucking both.
Ready?
You should have streaked on rotation so they spawn behind us. It's all good.
My bad,
No,
yeah.
you're chilling, you're chilling.
For next time.
One's probably gonna be rat
I
on me.
can't see anything.
It's gonna be an elbow. Expect elbow. I'm gonna hold book. I'm gonna hold book.
Books one shot.
I don't see anything rat.
I'm holding book. I'm holding book.
Yo, wood, clay, one shot.
Nice, go on.
Balk. Fuck, damn it, dude.
Elbow dead.
Clay.
Nice, good job. Let's go back.
Balk.
He's
I
just
can
holding
hit
me.
up.
He's
I'm
holding
hitting
me.
a mid. I'm hitting a mid.
Elbow. I'm not
Yeah,
front.
keep
On time, back, dead.
Nice, all in the back.
Yep, I'm coming back to elbow.
Jumpers.
I'm chowing
Be
it.
elbow here, Matt.
Under short.
Short,
Watch out, short.
You back, weak. Zoom was one shot right above you, back. Hitting right.
Ed, one more here.
Yeah,
One
watch
more.
it.
Book.
My bad.
They're still in the back.
One shot clay. Going to hill.
I'm in this
I
whole
have
time.
the push.
Dude, behind me, fucking middle, man.
Bingo time, bro.
He went gold.
So that right there, those are massive plays from both SCUMP and from Dashy. Not sure if you guys were watching the kill feed in the bottom left, but essentially as that P3 was coming up, Dashy got a nice two-piece both inside the hill and somebody that was watching over top of it, and SCUMP really just finessed by elbow. That's really all you have to do, because to flip out that spawn, it is extremely hard to get all the way behind, even though it looks like they've now regained that spawn. But to actually get that spawn after the enemy team gives up on P2 and gets set up on P3, it's really tough. You have to try to push through bank, get all the way back behind, get a team wipe, so on and so forth. But what they were able to do is SCUMP is just frying, man. He's been playing really well as of late. But SCUMP did a nice job of just basically finessing inside of elbow, killing people off of spawn. Dashy on rotation with the Craig was able to get a couple kills inside that P3 hardpoint. So even though they didn't have rotations, they were able to stack those kills and not allow New York to get time inside that P3 hardpoint. Let's go ahead. Let's listen back in as we're about to rotate into the third set of rotations.
I'm in rat right now.
More old.
I'm going new. I'm getting a new.
Duma's in hill, then. We're in bus, Mac. Right side of it.
I don't see him in new. He could be right side. He could be right side new.
They're still spawning bank, guys. They're still spawning bank.
Two out.
He's
Nice, big window.
There's
Deep hold. I can't even.
middle.
Fucking guy, dude. I have to play street, guys. I need help.
Middle zoom at the same. Weak middle zoomer. He's left side hill. He's in the corner left side. That's nice too.
Nice. One there side too.
One was left, right?
Laying down.
I'm holding
I killed him.
My
P2.
S is up. My S. I got one.
Yeah.
Another one there. He's
Giving up
left
P2,
side
I'm giving
challenge.
up
Left
I'm
side
hitting
challenge.
side. I'm hitting side time.
I naded left.
He's in left corner.
Last
Dead,
one,
dead,
dead.
nice.
I'm looking.
Yo, street.
My bad, dude.
There's two street.
That's my bad. The one's our front.
He isn't dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Left,
Left.
Got two.
I have a debuff.
Statue hurt.
I have a debuff. Push
Another one. They're mid. Weak. Ace him in lobby. Weak.
Did we spot who it was left?
Statue.
Yeah, who was
Did
it?
we see who it was left?
I got one statue.
Is it Clay?
I can try to hold right off. I'm holding right. I'm holding P2.
And now as you're rotating back towards P2, if they're able to get a really strong hold inside of P2, then they should be good to put this one away. But now, see, so it just changed. And New York's done a really nice job of this. The first time that New York came through and broke their P2 setup, they actually just ran through mid. They hit it with multiple people through mid. Once you're able to get up those first initial stairs, then you can kind of take those people by surprise who's inside of P2. And now this time they just hit through lobby, and they're hitting as a squad. So it's not like one person's hitting mid, one person's hitting the top side of the map. New York's doing a really nice job of hitting it together as a squad and basically just playing trades like you would in Search and Destroy, and they're winning rotations back towards P2 by doing so. Really nice job out of them. Let's listen back in.
Sliding across.
He's hot.
Yeah, I spot close front.
Dead.
Nice.
Close behind you.
No.
Why would he look at me?
He's
What
cube.
the fuck? I'm saying no.
Give me close right, probably.
Nice
close
one.
right. Just keep him off that. Keep him off that if you can.
Yeah, I'm playing new guys.
One
I'm
shot
making
top
sure
window.
nothing gets out.
I'm trying to hold middle right now,
backing
Matt.
up.
Yo, one's in wood door already. Wood door.
What door, Mac?
Dead. Good job.
I'm getting bank. Or I'm just gonna hold
You
it.
whoever watches front with me, team
I
shooting.
didn't flash anything mid.
Okay, I will.
I'm playing the back.
Just tag outside though. Yeah.
I'm laying under it actually.
Okay.
There's still a hard team shot front.
I'm playing the back, guys. Did anyone have my back crossed?
Right?
Front.
He's right
Front.
hurt. Another one's left.
No,
left,
they can
left.
cross to your
Another
back,
one
Matt.
Right, laying down.
okay.
I can't child, Bren.
Okay.
I'm
Keep
pinging
trying,
my
keep
streak. There's two front, one in deep bank.
Keep back, dead. Keep back dead.
Another one close right.
Yo,
Brandon,
one's
I
wood
think.
again.
What again? I hear you.
Wood slid out. Clay, he's out.
I'm looking at the fucking heady.
He's playing it. I think he's trying to hit a mid. Yeah, two mid. Fuck.
I'm giving it.
Two mid, two mid.
Yeah, you're good.
They're both hitting elbow, two elbow.
Elbow.
One's weak as fuck elbow.
I needed elbow again.
One shot elbow, Clay, absolute elbow going front. Absolute front hill.
Nice, good job. I'm trying to watch over you.
All front. I've been.
I'm watching over you front.
I have middle.
They streak.
Mid.
It's me.
Oh, it's you. What the fuck?
All right, so it was a little bit iffy. Scum actually went 33 and 19. Good map out of him. I didn't love their setup at the end there. I felt like there was just Scump was watching towards mid, but there was an opportunity for New York to really get behind their back and flank through bank. And I think you saw that Formal did pick up the kill, but overall they ended up getting the win and a decent map, even though the rest of the scrim didn't go great for them. So if you guys are new around here, you enjoy this sort of content, make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I put out brand new videos doing this exact same thing every single day. Leave a like as it helps out the channel. And with that, thank you guys so much. We will see you in tomorrow's upload.